we just wanted to give you a quick overview of the city of Brookhaven and some of the planning efforts that we've had go on over the years, and then discuss a little bit how that ties into the PCID and some of the trails that the city is currently working on. Brookhaven sits in North DeKalb County, and we really like to focus on our positioning in the region. I think that our, small 12 square miles in this section of the metro area, just gives us a strategic positioning to be able to tie into all of the trail networks that our neighbors are currently working on as well. So the city's vision and mission statements really focus on connectivity. We have been working really hard to make sure that we're providing those various transportation connections and building sustainable development throughout the city. Some of the specific planning efforts that we've worked on have been our bike, ped, and trail plan. That was a 2016 plan, and we're currently working to update that with our multimodal study, which is anticipated to be completed this summer. We've also focused on our city center master plan and our Peachtree Creek Greenway master plan. And all of that ties into some of our corridor studies, including Ashford-Dunwoody Road. So our city center master plan was adopted in 2022. And again, the guiding principles there include connectivity. That district, again, ties into our various neighborhoods and core corridors, including Ashford-Dunwoody there at the top of the boundary for that district. As I mentioned, we're currently working on an update to our bike ped trail plan, which we're calling our multimodal study this go around, to make sure that we're capturing all of the various modes of transportation that will be utilized in the city. I've highlighted here at the top of the screen the PCID area that's included in the city of Brookhaven. We've been focusing on multi-use paths and trails, making sure that we're connecting, again, Ashford-Dunwoody Road, Perimeter Center Parkway, and Lake Hearn Drive. And some of that connection goes into the city of Sandy Springs, as well as across 285 into the city of Dunwoody. The other focus of the connections in this area are to Murphy-Candler Park and to Blackburn Park, down at the intersection of Ashford-Dunwoody and Johnson Ferry. These two maps are of our central portion of the city, again, the city center area, and then the area down at I-85 and Buford Highway. We have particular sections where the connection is really hard due to bridges or interstates and things like that. And so we've been working on trying to figure out how to make those connections. And so the circles there highlight bridges that the city is proposing. There on Peachtree, we would propose 2 pedestrian bridges to get you across more safely from the Dresden area and the Ashford Park neighborhood up to Ashford-Dunwoody, and then on up to 285 and Perimeter Center. The city is currently working on a pedestrian bridge and a vehicular bridge over I-85 at the south end of the city that would connect to the Emory Executive Park campus, and also to the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Hospital campus that'll open in the fall. So in 2021, the city established a special service district, which is a funding mechanism to allow us to implement several of these projects. One of the key projects that came out of that program is the Ashford-Dunwoody Multi-Use Trail. And on the next slide, I'll talk a little bit more detail about what that includes, particularly in the perimeter area. So the Ashford Dunwoody multi-use path is split into 3 phases. A lot of the project is really focusing on filling gaps between I-285 and Peachtree Road along Ashford Dunwoody. The first phase is I-285 to Oconee Pass. That phase is in right-of-way acquisition, and we've been in coordination with PCID on that project. We've also recently been coordinating with PCID on connections around the Lake Hearn area, improving the multi-use path in that section in coordination with the Amley development that's currently under construction. Phase 2 of the multi-use path extends from Montgomery Elementary to Blackburn Park. That activity node there at Johnson Ferry and Ashford Dunwoody is a priority area for the city. And so we want to make sure that the folks in the district are able to get down to that recreation area. And then the last phase of that project takes you from Public south to Windsor Parkway. And then the section between Windsor Parkway and Peachtree Road is predominantly done with a project that we did with the intersection there, Ashford, Dunwoody, and Peachtree. So this map provides a little more detail on the project at Oconee Pass and up to 285 with PCID. Again, it's focusing on the multi-use trail and making sure that there's access up into Dunwoody, and then also the connection across Perimeter Center Parkway to the city of Sandy Springs. One of the other multi-use path projects that has been a large focus for the city is the Peachtree Creek Greenway. If you've been on the Model Mile section of that between Druid Hills and Briarwood, you know, that is a highlight for the businesses in that area being able to access that trail. Our new public safety building is in that area. And again, being able to make that connection across 85 from the Beaufort Highway corridor over to Emory and to Choa has been a priority. The other connection that we would be looking for with this greenway is down into the city of Atlanta to the Beltline and Path 400, and then also up through the city of Chamblee and into Doraville and unincorporated DeKalb County. So again, just showing how this fits into the overall positioning in the region. Here on these ARC maps, you can kind of see where phase 2 of the Greenway that is currently in right-of-way acquisition is connecting down to Path 400 and the Beltline. And then, like I said, up north into Chamblee and Doraville. And we just wanted to show this video again to highlight the city's, this particular project, the Greenway, but also the city's commitment to connectivity through our city center and then up through the perimeter area. Oh, Johan, do you know how to get the audio to kick in?
No, I'm hearing it, so.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Are y'all hearing it? Hmm. Okay. Wait.
Road to Briarwood Road. Hundreds of people ride, run, and walk on the PCG every day. They enjoy night lighting that illuminates the 14-foot wide concrete path. It allows the PCG to stay open 17 hours a day, more than any other Metro Atlanta trail. Monitored security cameras and a stream gauge that the National Weather Service uses to measure real-time water levels and issue flood warnings.
It is a wonderful place to come and to be in Brookhaven and enjoy the natural beauty that we have around us.
Brookhaven's hotel-motel tax revenues will help fund additional expansion of the PCG.
This is part of the Peachtree Creek Greenway that is here in the city of Brookhaven. It will be 12 miles long. It is so beautiful here with mature trees, wildlife, and a serene creek.
But not long ago, this was a dumping ground. Volunteers pulled 12 tractor trailers worth of trash out of Peachtree Creek.
And now the creek is nice and clean, and we are making sure that we take care of the natural waterways that we have.
The PCG has already been a major boon to economic development in Brookhaven, with major investments and new projects along the trail or nearby by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Emory University, and the Atlanta Hawks. In September 2020, the PCG came one step closer to its 12-mile goal. Chambly adopted the Greenway's universal design standards. Businesses and residents want to see the Greenway grow.
Keep on building them and expanding them. I know this one's supposed to be expanded to quite a good distance to hook up with some other great trails in the area. So we're excited.
There's free parking on both ends of the trail and at the PCG Bridge. For Brookhaven Parks and Recreation, I'm Ricky Klaus.
Again, thank you for allowing the city to share some of the trail projects that we're working on, and we'll look forward to continuing the partnership with PCID to get the Ashford Dunwoody multi-use path completed.
Thank you so much, Patrice. We've got one question, kind of a detailed one. They were asking for an estimate of how much revenue the Special Services District brings in, and whether you're issuing any revenue bonds from the fund to build trails.
So for the specific amount that the city has brought in with that, I'll have to send Johan a response and an email because I don't have it off the top of my head. Yes, we have issued bonds related to the Special Service District to fund some of the projects that are that were included in that program.
Thank you so much, Patrice.